Many South Africans have taken the ultimate risk of moving overseas. Their decision has put thousands of kilometers between lovers, family, friends, and parents. For 13 weeks, witness hearts being reunited as we fly various South Africans back home to surprise their loved ones.
So far away, but I'll see you someday. Nothing can keep us apart.
This week's journey of 1,000 miles starts in Los Angeles, California, and continues into sunny Ballito in KwaZulu-Natal. Joshua's parents opted for a scholarship in the US for their son, but their decision also meant they would spend many months apart.
My name is Josh Stapleton, and I am a South African student who is currently studying in Los Angeles, California. I've been out here for about 8 months now, and there is nothing in the entire world that I would love more than if I could fly home this coming summer to see my family who live in Ballito, South Africa, and especially my little sister. She's 5 years old now. We adopted her 4 years ago, and I can't even imagine how much she would love to see me come home and how much I would love to see her again. So if you can do anything to help me bridge the gap, that would be absolutely unbelievable.
Joshua's father Brendan is waiting anxiously to hear whether his entry has been accepted or not.
My name is Brendan Stapleton. We live in Ballito, South Africa, a lovely area of our fantastic coastline. I live here with my wife of 25 years, Susie, and my middle boy, Josh, and my youngest boy, Jess, and our little adopted daughter, Abby, and then our long-lost son, Josh, who's busy studying in the States at the moment. Josh, obviously finishing up school, is a really bright boy, really talented boy, and we wanted the best for him. So we applied for not hundreds, but tens of scholarships all over the world and South Africa. And the big one that came through was at Azusa Pacific in Los Angeles in the States. And we were so excited when we got it. We put in the application and he won it, and it was great. And as the time got a bit closer, Susie and I were just thinking, hang on, what have we done? LA's on the other side of the world. Yeah, let's just pull the plug on this whole thing, distance learning, and keep him at home or something. That was really, it was a heart-wrenching moment. Our first boy leaving home, we struggled with that. But then, when we got our heads around it, of course he has to do this. It's such a fantastic opportunity, and we're just going to have to suck up missing him. That's going to be hard. We just kind of accepted that was what our next few years of our life was going to be without Josh.
Time away has seemed like an eternity for Joshua's father. Meanwhile, Joshua has been studying mathematics in the United States, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I stay just outside of Los Angeles, California at Azusa Pacific University. So I would say I probably look more like my mom, the hair. But then in terms of personality, I'm probably most like my dad, kind of a bit more reserved, laid back, chilled. What I miss most about South Africa, I would definitely say, is the diversity there. There's so much difference between everything. I mean, the people, the places, the environments you find yourself in. I just think it's absolutely beautiful and actually quite unique to that country. I decided to move to the US because I always kind of wanted to go overseas since I was really young and study abroad and, experience the world. I was lucky enough to go to an international school, and so I got the grades to be able to kind of go to international universities, which was awesome. But then what really made the decision was I won a significant scholarship here to Azusa Pacific, and that's what at the end of the day made the decision. The want to go overseas definitely came first. I mean, I've always, since I was really, really young, I wanted to see the world, to experience all the incredible places and people out there. And all the scholarship did was actually make that possible and make that dream a reality. So the first thought that crossed my mind when I woke up in my new bed on the other side of the world was, oh frick, this is actually happening. This is completely insane. I don't actually have any particular memories because I grew up in fact, lots and lots of homes. So I have moved house about 20 times, literally all around the world. I've lived in Australia, Cape Town, Durban, now Los Angeles. I would say though, the best childhood memory was when we lived in Ballito, South Africa for 1 year in 2008, and it was the best. Like we lived in 3 separate houses that were next to each other. My best friends were in one house and my other best friends were in the house next door. So we had an absolute great time. Abby is my little adopted sister. She is 6 years old. I think Abby understands why I left in her own special way. You know, just the other day, she actually asked me if I could take her to visit Disneyland. But then in other ways, you know, she's still a little bit confused. She is very small still. Sometimes she asks me like, when are you coming home? And like, can you come home in 2 hours time and that kind of stuff. But I think it's very sweet. So when I call home, I would definitely say that mom cries the most. She's a very emotional person. And I think if I started crying as well, then neither of us would be able to cope very well.
Joshua has settled well at university, and his studies and extracurricular work keep him very busy.
After Josh left for the States to study, yeah, it left a huge hole. Yeah, we're a pretty wild family, and he's the only real calming influence in the whole family. So he's always been the peacemaker when there's conflict between the siblings or between mom and kids or dad and mom. He always been the one who steps in and sorts it out. Having him go was, it was horrible. It just felt so empty for such a long time without him in the home.
I have a feeling that this is all about to change, Brendan.
We didn't know when we were going to see Josh again, and having just received this notification and saying that he's going to be home literally in a week. Yeah, I can't believe this is actually happening. I haven't got my head around it yet. So we've got so much to do in a week to get ready and for him to arrive. Really, really excited about that.
The anticipation is too much for Brendan. He cannot resist letting Joshua know as soon as possible.
Hey Josh.
Hello, Dad.
Great news, my boy. I've just got a SMS notification that you've been accepted.
No way, are you joking?
Yeah, no, it's actually happening.
Awesome, wow, thank you.
Okay, my boy, love you. Bye.
I'm going home.
So now this is all happening. I've got a long list of things that I've got to do. I've got to set up some surprises for friends and family. I've got to set up a big lunch, find a great venue. So yeah, I'm off to do that now. But I've got a busy week ahead of me.
Joshua's passion for mathematics was evident from an early age, but what is it like studying at university?
Mathematics I don't really remember a time when it wasn't a fascination for me. So ever since I was tiny, I'd always enjoyed all those mathy kind of topics, like chess, and then also I played the piano. I built things, I designed. This is going to sound insane, but once when I was 5 years old, I actually spent all afternoon counting to 11,000. So I was very proud of myself for that. I don't have very many concerns going back, but I would definitely say one of them is going to be the surprise itself. It's just, so many factors that I don't know what's going to happen, is everything going to go well? Are they going to be terrified of the cameras? Are they going to be awkward in front of the cameras? Is Abby going to start crying, So other than that though, everything should be great. Wow, what do I miss back home the most? I would definitely say my friends outside of family. My friends in South Africa are absolutely great. But then also the beach, it's great there. I always take this shell actually with me everywhere I go. It's called a paper nautilus, but it reminds me of home. I found it on a beach in South Africa, and so I bring it with me everywhere I go. What defines home for me is that home is not necessarily a place. I think it's also a people, I know where I live, it's a physical space, but that house, that empty house, isn't home for me. I think the people that inhabit it make it home, Mom and Dad and Abby, Luke and Jess, Granny and my dogs, they are home.
Time for some catching up with your family, Josh, and they've been missing you too. Meanwhile, Brendan has found a venue.
Now that Josh's flight is confirmed, I need to go and check out this restaurant, and there's this really nice Indian place right on the beach we've never been to, but we all love Indian food, so I think we'll head and check that out, see if we can get a booking. Hello.
A perfect setting for a family gathering. Beachfront. Indian cuisine, and a family eagerly awaiting their son's return.
Okay, so now that the restaurant's confirmed, that's one item off my to-do list. So now I need to go and sort out some surprises for some friends and family. That'll be fun.
That's the spirit, Brendan. Back in the US, a familiar sound resonates from Josh's dorm. He had to decide whether to pursue a career as a classical pianist or as an actuarial scientist.
So I wish people had told me just how much time management skills it requires to live overseas. You know, just going home now, I've had to kind of disperse all the stuff I have between literally 6 of my Californian friends. So they are all taking bits and pieces home with them. And then hopefully, you know, I'm going to get it all back at the end of the summer.
Your piano playing is great, Josh. But aren't you forgetting something? Like getting ready to travel?
I always forget to pack clothes. I mean, all the time. Like, I have actually had times where I've arrived in a place I'll be staying at for like 2 weeks with literally enough clothes to last me like 2 days. And yeah, that is kind of the worst. So my dad actually is the only one in South Africa who knows I'm coming back, and he has asked me to bring so many American sweets for my brothers and sister. My suitcase is literally stuffed with them. So my worst passengers on a flight were these 2 guys who were sitting on either side of me on a flight to Cape Town, but I could not understand a single word of what they were saying. I just kind of, you know, nodded and awkwardly laughed for like the whole flight. That was really bad. So the difference between my feelings when I was first flying out here and when I'm now flying back is definitely that flying here I was nervous, but in an excited kind of way. And then now that I'm going back, I would definitely say that those emotions are flipped. So I'm excited, but in a nervous kind of way. So definitely the first thing, the number one thing I want to do when I get home is spend quality time with my family. And then, you know, sleep for 10 days straight.
Yes, you are, Joshua. Your family's waiting on the other side of the world for you. It's going to be a long flight, but worth it in the end. Safe travels. Joshua's journey of 1,000 miles has brought him home. Like Joshua said, it's not about a place, but the people who inhabit that space. There's nothing more precious than a family reuniting after a long absence.
Oh my goodness, that was the longest flight I've ever been on in my entire life, but I'm so excited to be back. Can't wait to see the friends and family.
The anticipation must be great. Almost time, Joshua, to see your family again. But after a long flight, some time to rest before you start your series of surprises.
Hi, my boy. Yeah, good on you.
How did you get here?
No, we decided to surprise you right here rather than when we get home later.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So
How was your flight?
It was awesome.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Now let's get you checked in and then we're going to go and surprise Mom.
Cool,
Yeah,
can't wait. I had no idea I was going to be seeing my dad, but then that happened, so that was really cool.
Yeah, just to see how he's doing, having just turned 20 and a big year away in America. It's just really excited to see him and to catch up and see how he's doing.
Brendan has been reunited with his son. Now the fun begins.
It felt great to be back in SA. Just the nice, calm climate, the small beach town is wonderful.
Nothing beats the feeling of being back home.
Yeah, so as far as we can tell, my wife Susie is completely clueless. There have been so many lies and deceit, and it's just been crazy. But I don't think she's suspecting a thing. So that's going to be really good. And little Abby, I mean, she's going to be. In fact, I was putting her to bed last night, and I was kind of trying to just feel her out, and I said, like, oh yeah, when are you going to see Joshua again? And she said to me, I wish I could see her tomorrow. And I was like, well, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited, for her.
Joshua's moment to surprise his mother and siblings holidays has finally arrived. His dad makes sure no one is home. Father and son set in motion the surprise for when the rest of the family return from school.
Hey, welcome home, my boy. How's everything looking?
It's so cool.
We've done so much. You can see we put in this new island and everything and the shelves.
That is so cool. And we have a new stove. That's awesome.
Mom's just gone to fetch your brothers. So we thought maybe we could play some piano so that she hears the music before she comes in.
That'll be great.
What song do you think she'd like?
I'm so down. I think I'll do my Einaudi piece. That'll be
Try
awesome.
that one. See how that sounds. Home has just been so filled with piano music for the longest time, and now it's just been so quiet without him for the past year, and I thought it'd be just really nice that Susie could start getting a clue or know something's going on. Okay, so when we hear Mom driving up the driveway, I'll just cue you and then you start playing something, and then we'll hear. But your brothers and sister will probably run in first like normal, so I think just keep playing until Mom comes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must make them be quiet so they don't start screaming. And
okay.
Okay, cool. That'll be great. I'm super down.
The plan is set. Joshua decides to prank call his mom and sister.
Hello, Mom. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, you can. Hello, Ab. Yeah. Yay, it's only 1 more month.
A small fib won't deter Abby when she realizes Josh is actually at home.
Okay, Josh, Mom's here. Start playing.
Okay. I'm home.
Yeah, I think just seeing cameras and sound equipment and things, I think that's pretty scary if they are not expecting anything. The boys are pretty shy, but Abby, she's was figuring out what was going on quite quickly. I think she probably wanted to get in on the camera action, knowing her.
They shouted, "Josh is home! Josh is home!" And I actually couldn't believe it. I thought they were joking. And then when I walked in and I saw my boy, I was just over the moon. How come you home?
I won this awesome competition. They flew me back a month early. I know, how cool. Just to see them come through the door and be a little bit surprised and all these emotions rushing through their head, that was unbelievable. How was everyone?
Jeez, Ab, say thank you. Thank you so much, whoever you are. Amazing. I'm just over the moon to have my boy back. Oh, treasure. How does this all work? Hey, Dolly.
Yeah, no, it was just great. So I was watching her reaction, and it was just so amazing. You could see she was so confused and just completely shocked and unsuspecting, especially because they had just been speaking on the phone 5 minutes before, and she had been conned that he was still in Los Angeles. I mean, you have to forgive me. I've been lying to you so much for the last 6 weeks. Like I've been fabricating all sorts of garbage.
Did you like my phone call?
Yeah.
He was sitting on the couch.
I'm so tired. I'm ashamed to sleep.
I had so much fun. I said, see you soon.
I love getting calls from him, so obviously it made me happy to hear his voice, but also a bit sad because I knew how hard he's been working and just missing him.
Josh,
said you are working! Thank you, Joshy. Oh, my boy, I'm so happy you're here.
Did you guys have any idea? No. So yeah, it was really good to see her reaction, and just to have her firstborn son in her arms again is a big deal, real big deal for her.
Hug your brother, guys. Your brother.
Let's have a group hug, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Come family.
So he had
Oh, wow. So cool. Look at the cameras, everybody. Don't be shy.
yeah, just having us all together again, it just feels so right. In our home, all together, just relaxed, beautiful time of year. It's a fantastic feeling.
That was great as well. I mean, my brothers and I haven't really ever been the emotional crying type, but still, it's been wonderful to see them again and just reunite. We have a very close bond. My little sister is one of the best things in my whole life, and that was just the most wonderful experience to see her after so long, and you're so big now. Josh, I missed you so much.
Oh, my treasure. What a lovely, exciting surprise. Oh.
I think that Josh wasn't crying yet.
Absolutely over the moon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I felt so happy that he was home.
Yeah, she's been this little ray of sunshine since we adopted her 5 years ago. She just misses Josh so much, always sending him messages and Skyping and trying to catch up. Yeah, it was so special to see them together and reconnecting. It really is great.
Family is everything to me, so having my boy home means so much. To have him home, couldn't ask for anything more.
And just to see the absolute shock and then happiness and surprise on her face was so great. Yeah, I've missed her so much.
Mission accomplished, Joshua. Joshua and his father head out for some father and son bonding time by ticking off a long-standing wish. What? Jumping off Moses Mabhida Stadium?
When I arrived at the stadium today, I was definitely thinking, wow, this thing is a lot bigger than I had remembered previously, and just getting a sense of the scale, but I was still pretty ready. I thought, I've got this.
I thought this is looking like a lot of fun. It's such a lovely day, and the view must be great from up top there. This is just such a fun thing to do with Josh, real bucket list stuff, so that was pretty cool. That was a surprise.
When the harnesses and all the safety checks started happening, I was definitely getting a little bit scared.
Good.
Just the rings? Yes. Is it your first time?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Josh.
Where are you from?
I'm Belito.
Belito. Oh,
Yeah.
local.
Yep.
Great.
Feeling excited, but then I saw that this was the highest swing in the world, Guinness World Record certified, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Is bungee jumping similar?
Okay, that's great.
Similar to a bungee jumping, but you don't.
Do you think you're going to survive this?
Yeah, I'm a bit worried, eh? When I was younger, I would do it. But,
Okay, how long do we free fall for?
Don't worry,
It's
you're going to survive.
about 12 seconds.
Okay, so make sure that you are safe.
12
okay,
seconds?
This is a full
Oh
body
my
harness from
word.
Petzl. Just making sure that you are safe all the
No.
time. Right. Okay, please mind me, I'm coming.
Okay. As we were putting on the harnesses and doing the prep, I started to actually feel properly nervous. I'm feeling my boy.
I'm super ready. It's going to be great. Not scared at all. It's going to be awesome.
Brendan is looking a little worried. Maybe after the security briefing he'll be okay or not.
Okay, step on it. Welcome to Moses Mabhida. All right, so if you can take a look up, okay? There's 4 pictures of the balcony, all right? Just giving you a vision of what exactly you're gonna be doing. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, big stage. Lovely, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's done, you can go home now. I'm just kidding.
You are not ready.
I'm getting more and more nervous, I promise you.
If only it was that simple. Climbing up the stadium is going to test the best adrenaline enthusiasts. I hope their nerves hold out and they don't decide to turn back.
Okie dokie.
So you're definitely jumping from there. You see the rope?
Yes, I do.
Can you see the rope?
Yeah,
can,
the hanging.
Can you? Like
Yes.
this?
Up there.
Perfect. What are we doing?
Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1, ready, guys?
Yep, we're good.
Yay!
Great. the easy stuff is done. How are you guys feeling about climbing up more than 2,000 steps?
With each step you're taking, you're thinking, this is high, this is higher, this is higher and higher and higher. And that was a bit scary, and everything felt pretty windy up there and very rickety.
Walking up these stairs, I thought this was really, really high, and the structure as we got higher started to feel a lot more flimsy, and I started to think maybe that's not such a good idea.
Keep going, guys. You can do it.
While we were waiting, just looking at everything, you can see a 360 degree of the whole city and the sea. It was beautiful.
Looking all around Durban was wonderful. The 360 view. I tried to just focus on the horizon, because if you look down, you begin to sway a little bit and definitely feel scared. But it was a beautiful, magnificent view over the city.
Not good.
I'm completely fine. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not completely fine at all.
It's going to be
I think
so
when
fun.
I was his age, I would have done this no problem at all. But I think I'm a bit wiser now, so I'm having some serious second thoughts.
It's going to be lit.
This thing is high. That's all I could think of. This is really, really high and very flimsy. Yeah, so it wasn't. I started getting properly nervous. I was thinking, okay, I've just got to hold it together here, get there, and just jump as quickly as I can. Once the initial free fall had happened and the swing caught me, then it was, this is fun, I could do this. Because I was feeling not too comfortable at all.
Well done, Brendan. Your bucket list has one less activity to accomplish.
3, 2, 1, zip.
Once I actually jumped, it felt like I was floating, actually, like time slowed down. I was just hovering there in the air, falling for what seemed like forever. But then I felt the wind just rushing past me, and the rope actually caught me about after 3 or 4 seconds, and then it was just wonderful from there on.
Awesome, Joshua. You took the leap of faith, and now you've achieved your goal. You have swung on the highest swing in the world.
That was so cool.
All right, stand up.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was so good.
A good morning for father and son, a memory that will be ingrained in their DNA for life. Joshua is keen to start connecting with his friends. His absence has also affected Joshua's friends back home. So they head out to set up the next surprise. Once again, they gain access to the property.
So we had the opportunity to come actually into Kelsey's house to surprise her. So she's going to be home at 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think they're just going to surprise her here, and
I just wait right here?
I think you must wait. I'm just going to get out of the way because I'm not part of this at all.
Cool.
So this should be cool. Kelsey's going to be so excited.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to wait right here.
Okie dokes.
Cool.
See you later.
Had time to wait, which was very nerve-wracking on my part. I think it might be a bit early. What time does Kelsey finish, Dad?
Rather earlier than late, Joshua. Perhaps some time to reflect on your friendship with your long-lost school friend. I wonder how much has changed, or would it be just like yesterday? Good friends never fade away.
I won a competition and they flew me home, and I'm going to be on TV. How are you?
So good, thank you. Sorry, I've got like I've been away from home since like 4:30 this morning. When I came home from work and came around the corner, I was shocked. I didn't believe my eyes. I still can't believe it. That I haven't seen Josh in about 2 years, because I was away in America and then he went to America, so we just missed each other. Hi!
It was just so great to see her, and it is great to see a friend after such a long time.
I miss you too! Oh my goodness, and look at your hair!
How cool is this though?
No, not at all. It was a big shock. Yeah, it was such a big surprise. A pleasant surprise too.
It's awesome. I flew back and stayed in the Fairmont Hotel right there. Like literally.
Friendship to me
as just someone who's there to support you and love you and has really similar values to you and can push you to be the best you can. And Josh really does that. He always strives to be the best and do the best. So I really appreciate his friendship.
If you look at Kelsey and I, we're so different. She's bubbly and excitable. I'm more controlled and sciencey, but we still are some of the best friends in my friend group.
I was filled with joy because he's a really good friend of mine and we were really close at school, so it was just pure joy and happiness to see him again. Can't wait to spend this summer with him.
So good to see you.
I can't believe it.
How cool is this?
All these people just being so excited to see Josh and reconnect with him, it's just, yeah, makes it all worth it, and just, yeah, just a very special time for all of us.
Precious moments indeed. The following day, Joshua and his entire family and friends decide to spoil little Abby. Joshua has a very close bond with his adopted sister, and time spent together is like gold.
So they're going to go to the animal farm?
Yeah!
Okay, let's go in there. There's lots of guinea pigs we can feed. So we've been coming to this animal farm for quite a number of years now. It's one of Abby's favorite places ever. Just so many animals that he loves to pet, big and small.
Yeah, let's get some.
That a boy, Josh. Abby's favorite hangout with many farm animals to play with and feed. This is like going to Disneyland, or should I say the animal farm. Real-life animals which Abby loves and enjoys.
For me, it's just really special to have my 4 chickens home in their nest and just all to be able to come out as a family. Yeah, we haven't done that for obviously a long time, and it's really special to see Josh and Abby together. Yeah, there's such a special bond between them, and so yeah, I'm just so grateful for this lovely occasion.
Let's put some in your hand.
That's unbelievable.
Swap. There you go. Throw it on the floor.
Must I give him one?
There we go.
Let me give that
Nice.
go to Carrot.
Can Joshy have some?
This is also a special moment for Joshua, having quality time with his sister.
Come guys, let's go feed the baby goats.
The baby goats are super, super cute.
Wow, baby goat.
Abby loved them and she was petting it, and they make this little crying noise, which is really, really cute. Oh, little
I mean, how beautiful these guys are. These are the males.
Careful.
Beautiful. See them.
Can I have a stack?
Yeah. Careful, you must be very gentle. He's very small still. Put your hand under his tummy. He's so loud. Joshy, hold him. What do you think we should call this one?
Okay.
What should his name be?
Wow.
Smarty. It's so nice to all go out together and bond as a family.
Let's go see the donkeys.
Come. Let's go and see those
Come.
donkeys.
No, let's go and see the donkeys.
I've seen them for over a year now, so just that wholeness and oneness we have together is great. Wow, look how big. Abby was a bit scared because, of course, the horses are absolutely huge. Careful, his teeth are very big. But they were both blind and actually quite sweet, so we got a bit better at that and ended up feeding them carrots. Do you want to turn, Ab? Let's see if we can get it on.
Putting his mouth through for you.
Oh, you
Hold
want
it
some?
in your hand, right at the end, and put it by his mouthy. Yum, yum. He likes it.
This yum. That is a girl.
That's a go, yeah.
Something has gotten Abby's attention. Could it be a group of furry friends? Could it be a favorite animal of all time? Joshua goes to check it out.
Okay.
Yay, come on.
Ab, we're going to feed these guinea pigs. Are you ready? It's going to be so much fun. Look,
you want Joshua to hop up on this ledge?
Should we try and give this piggy? Do you think the piggy will
so
like
excited
a carrot?
for the food.
I think he will.
You want to throw one in?
I think give the pig a carrot.
Have a carrot?
Yes. He might like one.
What's a rabbit?
This is the rabbi.
Rabbit,
Rabbi, come.
Here, rabbit.
Yeah, do more of these.
Rabbit likes them.
Be nice to him. He's a little bit overwhelmed. No, do you want some pep?
Oh, the goat!
That was quite funny because this big goat jumped up almost on top of Abby and stepped on her clothes and everything. I thought she might get a fright or start crying, but she actually handled it really well and was just laughing and smiling, and we were having so much fun.
Give the goat the carrot, quick!
Say, come goat here.
I thought, oh no, here's going to be a crisis, but Abby's just got so much character and gut. She just laughed it off and just had fun. She's it's so nice to see some little girl who's just so confident.
He wants it.
There he goes.
The ginger goat, I think he wants some.
Oh, it's just great. You know, life is so intense generally with so much going on. And just to have a day out where we are just relaxed and hanging out together as a family is just a great idea, and just feels really nice to be chilled and together.
I couldn't have said it better, Brendan. A reunited family spending precious time together is all you can hope for.
Look how sharp his teeth are. They can bite your finger off.
Having him back here has just been such a bonus for us. Something we weren't expecting, and just to be all together again is something that we're really treasuring.
More memories for the family to cherish for many years to come.
Yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is we're having a big lunch with a whole bunch of friends and family, getting everybody together. That's going to be great as well, just to be out, and it's a really nice location. We haven't even been there before. Really nice restaurant, and it's just going to be a really good time to cap off what's been a fantastic few days for us as a family together.
In true KZN fashion, the sun kisses the rolling waves of the South African coastline, a subtropical paradise enjoyed by the local residents. The time has arrived to bring the clan together to celebrate Josh's return to South Africa, a moment for all his friends and family to come together and break bread. A joyous time to reconnect and enjoy the company of familiar faces under one roof. Some of Josh's friends have no idea he has returned, which will prove to be a better occasion for all to enjoy. One last surprise for Joshua and his father to spring on their unsuspecting guest, and perhaps time to revitalize old friendships.
This is cool.
So I was definitely a bit nervous. I've surprised some of these people, but the majority of them I have not seen in over a year. So that was very nerve-wracking.
Hello.
But once I saw them all, I mean, it was just like it was before. So long. I just drove there in the car. Yeah, it's super cool. Joshy? Yes, good, thanks, and you?
Josh, I know. Dad told me where you were.
Dad told me where you were. I was behind there. How are you? Hello, how are you? So good to see you. Hey, how are you?
Long time, bro.
I know, yeah. Great, doing so well. Hello. It feels so right to be back with the people. Everything is just so perfect right now. Yeah. What are you guys thinking of having?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Guys, I just wanted to, just a little bit of formalities, just to welcome you all here to this fantastic celebration. I can't believe we send Josh off to America. He comes back a year later with a camera crew in tow, filming his every move. Pretty amazing boy. So, we're really stoked. Thanks all for coming.
I want to just thank Miles Apart for staging this whole thing. It's just such a great surprise for us as a family to have Josh back. Yeah, it's really a fantastic show. So guys, yeah, just yeah, enjoy yourselves and yeah, enjoy the meal. We're going to have a lot of fun here this afternoon. Having Josh now, after all the excitement of this this whole experience, just to be able to settle down now and enjoy him for a few months while he's back on summer break, that's just going to be a really nice time for us as a family to reconnect and see how much he's changed. I've already picked up on some major changes. He's just matured so much, and yeah, his new friends that he's got over there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to connecting with him. Yeah, he went away as my child, and I feel like he's coming back as an adult now, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm loving it.
I just wanted to thank everyone for coming here. It's been so great. I've been in hiding for like the last 4 days, so it's great to finally, you know, come out and say I'm here, like finally. Yeah, I wanted to thank a few specific people. First of all, Miles Apart, Miles Together. Like, you guys have been such an incredible help. None of this would have been possible without you. Then also I would like to thank my dad and Brittany, who've known about this the whole time. They've been on the ground here planning everything for months now, I think. So yeah,
they're very good liars.
Very, very good liars. Sorry, Mom. And then lastly, thanks to all my friends and family for this wonderful experience I've had so far. It's so great to be back.
Well done.
Time spent apart fades into time spent together, soaked up with cheer, laughter and reflection.
Yeah.
I was over the moon, but I was like...
I promise you, I've been like, I have to go to confession. Yeah,
he was like,
I've been lying, I've fabricated like, bogus clients and meetings, and like, I'm sure she thought I was having an affair or something, so I kept like deleting messages and like, midnight phone calls to Josh in America. No, for sure. And I was like, had to hide emails and...
So how did you get the surprise?
So then I picked up the boys from school, and then Josh phoned me. You know, he was sitting in the lounge. And he was like, and I said, oh, you must be so tired, like, make sure you get some sleep. And he said, I've got a cough. Yeah, like, I'm feeling so well. And everything was a whole big rubbish. And then I got home 10 minutes later, and he was in the lounge with the camera crew. Saw his face. Yeah. It was hilarious. Well, these two saw the camera crew and ran out. Kelly, she's going to flick her hair on TV. So she's going to go...
With the rush to set up surprises, activities and find a venue done, the family can relax and enjoy the moment.
It's been a crazy few days, and just thinking, you know, getting him to surprise the last few people and have everybody together is going to be a fun time. So yeah, I was just pretty chilled and happy that we were all getting together. That was really nice.
You've done yourself proud, Brendan. Your whole family is together again. What better way to cap the experience off by enjoying some of the local food, delicious curry for those who like it hot, and something milder for the younger palates. Time to dig in, folks.
Okay. Max, how's your food there?
It's delicious.
Is it good? I don't even know. What did you get?
I got lamb chops.
Oh,
it's really nice.
Cool. At an Indian restaurant. That's interesting.
I can't handle foods that are too hot.
Oh. You just eat Mexican over there all the time, eh?
Yes.
Have you gone off Mexican, or is it still good?
Mexican is always good.
Yeah, there's that.
States are so yummy. So yummy.
How's your food, Ab? Good, good. Yum, yum.
We went to the animal farm yesterday.
So is it inside? Oh, wow.
And we fed, and this one goat had a baby inside her tummy, and she wanted all the carrot, and she jumped on top of me.
The goat jumped on top of Ab and almost squashed her.
The great goat escape, a revelation of courage for young Abby, but a moment she will remember for a long time, and having a big brother next to her, a treasured gem.
So, Mans, what South African food do you miss the most over there?
I would say braais.
Okay. Boerewors.
Yes. Barbecues are okay, but it has nothing on a braai, honestly.
Okay.
It's been so great to have this entire experience, just the planning, the secrecy, the excitement, and then also the culmination. I mean, I'm sad to see it end and sad to stop this incredible experience that it's been so far, but also wonderful to rest and just know that I'm back.